G'day everyone, another back to basics video. This has got to be the most common question I get. It's not even in the top 3, it's number 1 on the list. How do I wire up an effect inside an enclosure? So how do I add a switch so I can turn it on and off? We need to expand on that a little bit, but when I say an effect, we're talking something like this. You've got your effect, it works, you've tested it, and you've got these 4 leads coming off. You'll have 99% of the time you'll have ground plus input output. You got those 4 wires, and you want to wire it up so there's a switch so you can hit it. You're playing your guitar, you hit the switch, turn it on, turn it off. So let's expand on that a little bit. We're going to wire it up true bypass. Now that means, in case you're not familiar, just briefly, when you hit the button, when you turn the pedal off, the effect is totally bypassed. It means it's mechanically bypassed. It's not connected to your guitar signal in any way. That's true bypass, and that's how I'm going to explain to you how to wire it up. You need to follow a wiring diagram, and there are 2 ones that I recommend. The TonePad offboard wiring diagram, I think it's number 5. Open the PDF and you'll see this, I think about 6 pages. Just scroll down, and I think it's number 5, which is the true bypass using a 3-pole double throw switch. I'll explain what that is in a minute. And the other one is if you Google Mad Bean's standardized wiring, it'll come up with a PDF, and that will also show you how to do it. They both function exactly the same, they're just wired a little bit differently. A 3-pole double throw switch, I'll just grab one. Well, actually there's one on this pedal, but that's the 3-pole double throw switch, the foot switch on the front. When you buy them, they're like that. So we're using one of these to wire up for your offboard wiring. So follow those wiring diagrams, and then you'll end up with your effect like something like this, inside with the in, out, plus ground like I showed before, all connected up. And so now when you press the button, the LED will come on. It's not powered at the moment, that's why mine's not coming on. You press it again, and then you've got true bypass, and you can pass the effect and wire it up inside an enclosure like this. So that's in a nutshell how you wire up for true bypass. I'm not going into any technical information here, because generally the questions I get are usually just sort of, they're just a short, can you point me in the right direction? So I'm just giving you a bit of an overview of how to wire up a pedal inside an enclosure, but that's effectively it. Just got to follow that wiring diagram, wire it up, and then you'll have the status LED as well, which is actually another common question I get. How do I add an LED so that I can see when the effect is on or off? Exactly how I just told you how to wire it up with true bypass. It's the same thing. When you press the button, that LED will come on when it's engaged, and when you press it again, it'll be off. So it answers both of those questions. So just wire it up that way, and you'll be and you should be fine. Make sure you've tested the board before you wire it up inside the enclosure. I can't stress that more than I just did. You have to wire it, you have to test it first, because and again, I'll just be brief here. If it doesn't work and you wire it up inside your enclosure, the scope for error is magnified significantly. There's just so many, is it the offboard wiring that's the problem? Was it on the board? I don't know. If you test the board first, you'll know your board works okay. Then put it inside the enclosure, and it just writes off the effect as being part of the problem. So get the effect test the effect first before you put it inside your box. So that's pretty much it. That's just a brief rundown of how to wire it up inside an enclosure, what you need to do. So I hope you get it working, and thanks for watching the video.